mini series video 4. This one's going to be kind of short. This concept is pancake fingers versus rounded fingers. So one issue that we see with beginner students, especially young students, is that a lot of you guys want to play with flat pancake fingers. Now, I love pancakes, especially with maple syrup and butter. But we don't want to play with pancake fingers on the piano. So what's the difference? Well, when we play with pancake fingers, our fingers are flat. So that's no good. If we've got pancake fingers, there are a couple of ways to fix it. What we want for pianos, we want to have beautiful rounded fingers like this. I call this the pianist hand. One way to find the pianist hand shape is to turn your hand upside down like this and just let it relax. You can even hang your arm down by your side. And what you find is when you just kind of let your hand go, it tends to make kind of the shape of a C. It's very, very relaxed. When I put that on the piano, you see that we got this nice rounded hand. Now, one of the reasons, there are several reasons we don't want pancake fingers. One of the reasons is because you notice that my fingers are all a different length. I know I still have green lines from video 1. And so you notice which finger is going to touch first if I'm going up like this. Like, let's say I'm using my whiteboard right here. Which of my fingers is going to hit the whiteboard first? It's going to be my middle finger because it's the longest one. When I'm playing the piano, if my hand is very far away, only my finger 1, or my middle finger, finger 3, touches the keys. If I push my fingers in so that all 5 fingers can touch the keys, now my fingers are kind of getting stuck between the black keys. And that's no good because I'm not going to be able to move around the piano quickly. So there are so many reasons that we don't want pancake fingers. We do want piano fingers. And so how can we help our hands to remember to have this beautiful rounded hand shape? Some teachers will say, oh, you should pretend like you're holding a tennis ball. But I don't love that because when I picture myself holding a big tennis ball, I've kind of got some tension in my hands. And I don't want to have tension in my hands. So some teachers will say, pretend like there's a bubble underneath your hand and you don't want to pop the bubble. Some teachers will say, pretend like there's a little bug underneath your hand, like a cute little ladybug. And you don't want to squish the ladybug. That's terrible. All of these are some ways that we can think about having that rounded hand shape. I have Gerald. This is Gerald. He's my ladybug. Now he's actually a little bit too big for my hand, and he'd certainly be too big for your hand. But when I think about putting my hand there on top of Gerald, that kind of helps me to think about the shape that I want. Another thing that you can do is you can actually put your hand on the end of your knee, because our knee is kind of the right shape that we're looking for when it comes to playing with rounded fingers. So all of these things are things that can help us to combat pancake hands and have a beautiful hand shape. And that beautiful hand shape is going to allow us to play whatever we want to play really well. So if you want to play cool, fast, and flashy music that's really exciting, awesome. You're going to need to have pianist hands. If you want to play beautiful, lovely music, awesome. You're going to want to have pianist hands. All right. So that's Technique mini series video 4. I hope it helps.